Welcome back to Bottles and Bottles, the uncut, unfiltered, unprepared podcast where we talk a little bit about whiskey and a lot about the journeys of becoming a first-time dad. Today's going to be a fun one because I'm sitting here with Adam and Bill. For those of you watching on YouTube, you can see them, but we're going to go through our baby registry. And Morgan does not know that we're doing this right now.
That's even better. And you don't even know what's on the registry.
I don't even know what's on there.
Better yet, I don't know what any of the items mean or are on the registry.
That'll be even great.
This is first flight.
Yeah.
And we'll cover this together. I'm excited for some of this stuff.
This is going to be fun.
It'll be fun. And I think the biggest thing for me, because I see the list and I'm like, we have like 9 to 10 pages of crap on there that I'm like, you know, when are we going to need like a kickstand for a fork with a chair on it kind of thing? Like it's, and she, you know, Morgan's like, well, we might, I don't know, you know.
Better safe than sorry.
So what I want to do is kind of go through the list. Bill, since you have kids, you know what to expect.
Yes.
I'm looking for the essentials. So I need to know like, yeah, that's like, you'll use that within the first year or so. Right.
You got it.
And then we'll just kind of wrap from there. But let's start with obviously getting uncorked here. I brought the whiskey today and we are drinking one of my favorites, Angel's Envy bourbon. Do you guys know what's special about Angel's Envy?
The only thing I know, it's a finished whiskey.
Correct. So this is finished in port barrels. So
That'd be port wine?
Correct.
All right. So what does that exactly mean? Like the barrels stored port wine at one point?
Correct.
All right.
So they're still
American oak.
Are they?
They would have to be.
I would assume.
Because whiskey
for
has
wine.
to be, or bourbon has to be aged.
Correct.
In American oak barrels.
So let's go over quick terminology here. Mash bill is basically a fancy word for the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley, 86.6 proof. And this actually comes from, I just looked this up. Where does it come from?
Louisville.
Yeah, they have a distillery down there. And
500 East Main Street.
Okay. You got the address.
If you want to map quest it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of their rye.
Yeah.
I've kind of been looking into maybe taking a trip down there. Maybe we can
I'd love it.
Do a little team vacation.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this whiskey is it's a great bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the kind of the sweetness, and it's a lower proof, so it's an easy sipper.
Mm-hmm.
It's 11:30 a.m. right now while we're recording this.
Definitely more my speed as far as the proof goes.
Yeah, it's
11:30's a little.
Yeah, it's an
easy for any of us.
It's an easy in, and it's always been one of my favorites, and it's got this cool bottle.
I would say probably one of my favorite bottles.
The bottle, for those of you on YouTube, like it's super, super cool. It's got these little angel's wings on the back. It's got a unique shape.
What's the date there on the side? Is it 95?
That's a bottle number.
Gotcha.
So this is bottle number 1995, batch number 71B.
How many bottles are in a barrel? Obviously, it depends on the size of the barrel.
It's a good question. Bill, do you know?
Yeah, it depends on, obviously there's a pretty standard barrel size, but then obviously evaporation happens.
We're over like 500 bottles per barrel, right?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
The
for
volume,
sure.
But maybe we can discuss that in our next episode when we talk.
Yeah, we're going to do
strictly whiskey.
We're going to do a whiskey only episode for those of you watching, listening, who maybe want to learn more about whiskey. And we're going to try and do a better job of teaching every time we bring a bottle on the show. We're going to kind of go over some statistics, I guess. And we're trying to get better at educating as well. So anyways, this is one of my favorites. Great bourbon, aged in a port wine, or finished in a port wine cask.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gives it a little bit of a sweeter taste. So we'll keep sipping on that, and let's jump into this registry because I want to get this thing going.
I'm licking my chops over here.
Yeah.
I want to take some guesses at what these things are.
Yeah. So first thing is we're using Baby List. From my understanding, is Baby List.
That's the service?
It's a website.
Okay, I got you.
And you can basically use any kind of store, right? Like you can use Amazon,
it almost
Target.
links them all together. And then when you go in there, you select something, it sends you to the
So if somebody's going to go
elsewhere.
on and buy something, they can look at the list and go, oh, I've got a Target card. I'm going to buy this product from Target. But it's still through Baby List. But there might be somebody else who prefers Amazon, so they can do Amazon. So you're not selecting just one store that people can buy you stuff from.
Okay, so this is like a registry that you push out the link to
Yes.
friends, family.
Yeah. Once you finalize it, which we've been trying to finalize it, we just hit week 20. We've got an anatomy scan. Yeah, we've got a scan coming up at the end of this week.
Okay. So we're halfway through, right?
Halfway.
40 weeks.
Yeah.
Divided by 2.
Albert Einstein over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Almost got you on that one.
I didn't know where he was going with that. I'm like, yeah.
Halfway.
It's halfway.
50%. Let's
Okay.
go.
So we need to finalize this baby list. And Bill, I need your help right now.
I'll be there.
So first of all, we're gonna kick it off. Gift cards. We all love gift cards.
Everyone likes a gift card.
Target gift card, Amazon gift card.
That's what I'll be buying you. That's all I know.
Okay, that's fine. Then we jump right into the Evenflo play space. It's basically like, here, I'm going to show Bill a picture.
It's a baby jail.
It's a baby jail. Looks like a little dog cage. There you go, Grainer. I'll give you.
Whoa.
Super.
That is like a dog cage.
Super helpful
So what
once
does
the
this do?
baby starts moving.
Okay, so it might not be something I really need for
6 to 8 months.
Okay,
They're just kind of stationary.
5 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Lila crawled early. Aaron's working on it at 6 months old right now.
Okay,
so until or I guess animal safety.
I was just gonna say that too
as well.
Whether you're gonna put an animal in there or put the baby.
No, the
in
baby
there.
would be in there and keep the animal on the outside.
Right.
All right.
Well, you want the animal to kind of feel comfortable, right?
Yes.
You don't
Yeah.
want to change the environment.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any animals here.
Sure.
So anyway, so you think that's decent. It's something that we're going to need within the first year.
Yeah, we have not brought ours out with Aaron as of yet.
Okay.
Just because he's still kind of
Just because he's
smaller.
He's not quite mobile yet.
okay.
Okay. All right. Next item. We've got this baby wrap. Kind of looks like how would you describe that?
No, that's a wrap. Yeah, it's
It's like a sling that you put on.
It's a sling that you wrap like origami around your body.
There you go, Greener.
I was
and
thinking,
it keeps the baby pretty snug. Very useful out of birth.
Okay.
Very useful.
So
Just
we
keeps
need
you
Right out of the womb.
keeps
we
the
need
baby
those.
close.
Or, yeah.
So it keeps the baby kind of tucked into you. Do you have to still hold and support the baby, or is it like, can I do jumping jacks?
No, you
and
should
stuff?
have free hands. It's like you put them in the wrap. You can do dishes. You can clean up.
Ah.
You can kind of go about your merry way, obviously, as long as you're upright.
I like it.
cool.
I like it. Okay. So that's definitely a winner. There's another baby carrier on here. Baby carrier versus baby wrap.
It's
I'm thinking backpack.
Kind of looks like a backpack, but it goes on your front, right?
it goes
Okay.
goes on the front. Baby can face out, face in.
Yeah.
Should have some neck support facing in.
So why do you
Probably
need both?
flap down.
Why not use the wrap?
Size of the baby. This gives the baby a little more freedom.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit older.
Generally, a newborn would be more so the wrap.
Right.
Like it was just inside
Okay.
the womb, so
Very
it's like this. And
much
now-
more
now it
comforting
gives a little
feeling.
more freedom.
$140. I could probably make one. Have you heard of duct tape?
Once or twice.
I mean, can't you do something with duct tape?
Listen, the baby industry is a moneymaker.
You telling me? Okay. So that's something we'll need.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say a wrap and a baby carrier would both be
Okay.
nice items to have.
I'm going to skip a couple of these because there's a couple baby carrier kind of things on here. This is one I want to ask you about. The BabyBjorn. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, let's see if send this to Greener over there.
BabyBjorn.
Are we able to
Is
put
it
like
French?
That's
are we able
Swedish.
to put pictures up on the YouTube of these things? Can we,
We could
flash
probably
those up there?
Yeah, we could probably splice some in.
It'd be tough.
I'll try.
Maybe a picture in picture.
We'll see if we can do that. I don't know.
I feel like this is necessary because the spelling of that is BJO with umlauts over the top of the O,
Which is
and the
two
N.
dots.
2 dots, right?
Greener's right. It is Swedish because it has the Swedish flag on it.
Oh, it does? I didn't see that.
It does.
Okay.
There's a small flag on it.
I just felt like I was reading something out of IKEA.
as part of the tag. Wonderful. One of our biggest regrets not getting for our first baby.
Is it pronounced BabyBjorn?
BabyBjorn.
BabyBjorn.
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Oh, that's very French. Swedish.
Foreign, at the very least.
Not from here. It's also $200. But
But one of our biggest regrets, not having for Lila. Not having for Lila.
Okay.
We got one for Aaron. We borrowed one when Lila was a little bit older, and we regretted not buying it immediately.
Okay. So this is a bouncer.
A bouncer, yeah. Stationary bouncer.
So it's kind of like almost like a reclining chair that looks like you can put it on a table. And
that is one of the rules. Do not put on a table.
It kind of looks like one of those
springboards
where
I'm learning every day.
You can like pull it back and it flings something off.
It's like a slingshot.
Yeah, kind of.
Is it like a slingshot?
There's 3 inclines.
Okay.
Honestly, you could slingshot it, but you're not going to
I
want
wouldn't
to
recommend it with the baby
You're
in
not
there.
going to want to slingshot a baby.
Yeah, no, we're not into that.
Some oranges.
Okay.
An orange would be fun. But
will it actually slingshot?
Yes, because it's on a
spring.
Yeah, it's on a spring.
Yeah.
This type of system.
That'd be a good way to entertain the little one, though.
Yeah.
It's great. It's super nice when you want to clean up. There's container rules you want to read about keeping kids in containers for some amount of time.
All right.
But that's a talk for another day.
Container being the
containerizing,
Bjorn.
Yes, the Bjorn, stand-up toys, swings.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because they got to worry. Do they have to worry about pressure points? And like, it's another day.
That's another day.
Yeah, I got you.
That's a big one. All
We'll
right.
keep ripping through corporate list here.
So we want that.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
We want that. All right.
That was a big item.
Stroller fan. Is it for me or the baby?
The baby.
Okay. Here's
Can you
a question.
reverse it and have it blow on me?
You can use it for yourself if the baby's content.
Okay. So it's just a little fan that wraps around the handle of the stroller.
Yeah, but when you close the canopy of the stroller,
It keeps
there's
airflow.
there's not a lot of circulation in there.
Okay.
So
That's-
it
I
provides
guess that's
airflow on hot days in the summer.
I wanted to be a little bit smart and say, if you have the baby in the stroller, the point is to keep the stroller rolling. It's on wheels, but I understand there's stationary times.
Yes,
you need to
and
make
then
sure.
like I said, the canopy that'll
Yeah, that's a big one,
Okay.
right?
when you're trying to keep the sun off the
What
baby.
about, would you do full air conditioning? Like, obviously you got a fan, but like maybe
like a mini unit?
Yeah.
Generator on the stroller?
Just something that might be a little bit more.
It's a lot more than $30, which I'm okay with this stroller fan being $30. It sounds like a decent
Is it a
investment.
large fan? Can you mind
It
if I
is
take a
good
look at
investment.
that?
There's no size reference. Just looks like a fan.
Well, I mean, wrapped around whatever cable it is.
handle.
It seems big enough. Probably like a 4-inch diameter
I might
fan.
get one for my office.
That'd probably be great for your office.
I use one when we do our stationary bike. We use one.
Really?
Do you?
Yeah.
All
Strap
right.
it on there.
Multiple. That's a great pick. Multiple uses there. All right. Noise machine.
Get 5 of them. one for the car, one for your room, one for the baby room, a backup in the baby room,
Okay.
and
backup?
and one that just goes with you everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd get the same baby noise machine with the same sound and bring it with you everywhere.
Okay, do you get a bunch of them in different sounds?
No, same
and then
sound.
commit? No, to start off. Because
Oh.
what if the little nug doesn't like that sound?
That's true.
Then you're
we've
into
used
5 baby machines.
There's shushing noises. There's just white noise. There's
Like someone just shh.
yeah. There's a shusher.
I hate that.
An actual shusher that
Is
goes.
it called a shusher?
Oh, I hate that. I
don't
feel
know
like I'm in a
exactly.
library. Like,
Well,
like
maybe,
being disciplined.
maybe just like goes a long shh.
See, that's
where it
kinda
just goes
nice.
on forever,
That was,
right?
That was nice. Can you
Listen.
do that again? Yeah, I could get down with
Listen,
that.
Right?
We're at the point where I need the white noise to sleep now. You just get so
It's
used to
calming
it.
though. Like
It's-
adults like that.
No, it's
Yeah.
incredible. It's a nice steady rainfall.
Have you
Beautiful.
ever gone to bed with that type of thing? I've got a TV in the
I
bedroom,
have.
right?
I
And
have.
like that. The ambient noise, rainforest. I'm a big fan of thunderstorms.
Yeah.
I like a little light breeze that's cooled. Some thunderstorms that are like off in the distance. It makes me feel like my windows are open. I'm just out in the meadows waiting for the rain to roll in.
Do you remember having anything like this when you were a kid? Because I do.
Maybe I'm thinking
I 100% know.
I'm a big believer in the things that you appreciate that you kind of discover in adulthood. You were probably exposed to at some point when you were a child where you can't necessarily remember. Maybe there was just a moment where that was calming.
Okay.
But I don't recall there being a noise machine anywhere in our house.
Well, I don't think they existed then.
Yeah, no, my mom used the vacuum. She
I
had
was
the
gonna
vacuum
say-
running.
Oh, a little bit more of ingenuity. You just got to use with whatever.
Use whatever's there. With
Yeah.
My brother had a vacuum parked in his room and they would just flip it on when he needed to take a nap. For me, it was kind of creepy because I liked we had, obviously back then it was like the old style TVs with like the static channel. That's what I liked.
Okay.
Kind of like from The Ring.
It's white noise.
But I just, after watching The Ring, the movie The Ring, and like there's a lot of movies that like when, if there's a
Weird stuff happens.
the TV is always going to get that static channel. But I loved that as a kid, which I think is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think it's just culture that pours into it. I don't think that that's weird.
I don't know if I want to pull in culture with like a ghostly theme or some kind of haunted theme.
Well, I mean, that's culture. Like, a scary movie is part of culture. It's just how they paint it.
All right. Well, anyway,
You're normal, Corb.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. All right. So we're gonna get 1 million of these noise machines. This one says for travel.
For travel. So is it like? Let me see the picture of it.
It's got like a handle on it.
Yep, we have that one that attaches right to the
that's
car
pretty cool.
seat.
Okay. What do you think about scent in the room? I know Corb's a big fan of diffusers. We've got one behind the bottle there.
It's on the list.
I'm sorry.
Diffuser on the list.
Man.
Look at Greener just guessing.
That's great.
He's guessing the right
That's
answer.
great. So
I got a little bit of
see, you're picking up
thought
on
behind it. Yeah.
So
Nothing like a little lavender to put a baby to sleep.
yeah, we'll
Put me to sleep.
We'll jump on that one. We got a diffuser running right now. Have you used a diffuser with your kids?
We have not.
Okay.
We have not, but obviously it helps with humidity. So we have obviously humidifiers, which you can put scents into
Oil. Yeah.
if you so choose to.
Can also double as a sound machine depending on how loud they are.
That's true.
I used that when I got older because I used a sound machine type thing until I was like 9 or 10. I might have been a freshman in high
I
school.
thought you were going to say 29.
I still like the sound. I still like the sounds of things in the background. So I've even experimented with those like Bose headphones. They have sleep headphones for adults, and there's an app, and you can like set a timer. It's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So yes, on the sound machine.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go through every item because there's like 9 or 10 pages.
Yeah, no, we know bottles are on there. We know utensils are on
Yeah,
there.
we
Kind of
need
like swaddles are on there.
But this is like the
baby toots.
obscure things.
Yeah,
that
these are
like,
things
do we
that I'm like-
really need it?
Things
Like this
Corbin-
one, baby car mirror. What does that mean?
Well,
Do you know what that means?
all right. So let me just kind of walk through here. Baby car mirror is going to be, in my thought, mom or dad's in the car.
Mhm.
You're going to position the mirror on a window or something to where you can see what's going on with the baby. If they spit up, if they're chewing on anything, you don't want to have to turn around. Use your mirror here. Look in the other mirror to make sure that baby's safe.
I think it's the right process. But
Additionally, there's probably one that goes on a headrest right in front of them.
There you
so
go.
they can interact with something, which is just themselves.
because the baby's face backwards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think it.
rear facing. Absolutely rear
so
facing.
they're rear facing. So you put this baby mirror on their headrest, correct?
Correct.
So then you look in your rearview mirror
Yep.
right into theirs, and boom, you're
And you can see what's going on.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that seems like a necessity to me.
Absolutely helpful. Yeah.
Necessary watchful eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next thing. And this is, remember, we're 20 weeks in. We don't know if we're going to have a boy or a girl, and we're not going to find out until the baby is born. Onesies. What do you do about onesies?
White,
Basically.
gray, black,
But
baby
how many
blue,
green. Pairs?
1 million.
3 for each day.
1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
And only zip up.
Not snaps.
Do not get snaps.
Oh boy.
Talk to me.
When the baby
These are buttons.
pisses itself at night, poops itself at night, at 3 a.m, you're not going to want to snap those snaps because you're not going to get them right. Get zippers up and down.
Could you
Only
imagine if you
zippers.
got all the way to the top and you're like 2 snaps off?
Yeah. Zippers.
I would get so flustered.
Only
Okay.
zippers. I would remove everything
Because then
with
you got to
snaps.
think about it. I'm not saying anyone would do the lazy thing and just kind of leave the snaps undone. Baby would be uncomfortable.
Right.
They would feel that snag probably because I
Yeah.
know I would, and probably wouldn't sleep that well. Maybe
Okay.
get fussy, keep you up later. Zippers,
Zippers.
good
Got
to
it.
know.
I do see some zippered footies in here, which is basically a onesie with attached
with
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's a receiving blanket?
Just kind of like a lighter
It's-
blanket.
It sounds like a play in football.
It's
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna apply the receiving blanket on this defense here today. That's what I think of.
more so just a lighter blanket if I'm
Okay.
If you're thinking
if I'm,
about
if
it.
I'm thinking
I didn't know
about
if it maybe was for like in the birth room.
nothing.
Well,
no.
They're actually
well-
receiving the baby. Like
I think that would be more supplied by the doctors.
That'll be at the hospital.
Plenty of blankets at the hospital.
I'm thinking receiving blanket being a blanket you put on your shoulder to receive vomit for spit up.
Maybe that's where the term
maybe the receiving portion of it. Absolutely.
I don't know. That's a better way. I'd like that marketing better than throw up towel. Or is it spit up? Because it's not necessarily vomit with babies, right?
Spit up is generally the term.
What's the difference?
Vomit would be more so, I think, aggressive. Spit up is kind of just like a little dribble.
Well, also correct, but isn't it sometimes they can't get the food all the way down?
Yeah, and the spit up
it's just like what's not hit there.
There's a part in their throat that's not fully developed yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
That opens and closes.
Is it the little dangler in the back of your throat?
Not the dangler. No.
It's
like
what's that song by? Was that Cardi B? I don't
B.
even want to go in there.
It's like a valve that or whatever.
A valve. I like that.
Closes and opens. That's not fully developed, so they can't keep things down.
All right. Yeah, I'm learning every time we talk, I'm learning more. Okay, so we've got like these silicone baby bibs
for food. Yeah, for fooding. Yeah, for eating.
It's like a silicone baby bib.
Great. We probably have 8 to 10 of them for both of them.
Got a little tray on it.
Keeps clean. Aaron started eating a little bit ago solids.
I don't know how
we tossed one on him.
Be.
It's
I'm just looking at the shape of it. It's obviously a very pliable item.
Yes. Yeah, they're super soft. I've seen them, but I kind of want one for me. Like I could just fill it up with like M&Ms and stuff like that. Just be going about my day.
The funniest thing.
Oh boy.
Turn your shirt around backwards and just stuff your hood full of popcorn.
There you go.
There you go.
So that's what this is. This kind of doubles.
Helpful when he starts eating solid foods.
Okay.
Or she.
Yeah. Or she.
We don't know what it is.
Thank you.
Yet.
Sorry.
True.
I don't want you giving away the farm. I'm kind of hoping for another little girl in the crew here.
I say he a lot because my
Corb,
son.
I love you and all, but I think the ladies that are part of the families they're great people.
We're going to take a quick break here in a minute. I think it's going to be a girl. Right
really?
off the rip. I think it's going to be a girl.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Say that now.
Whoa.
So, hey, we're going to take a short break here, come back with a few more items, and we'll get you on your way. Talk to you soon. Okay,
good fish dish.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Bottles and Bottles. We were just talking about
you wanted this.
I wanted this. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Well, we refreshed a little bit here and
readjusted,
got things going.
Yep.
So we're gonna hit a couple more items on this list because I want to ask you. And like I said, there's a million things on this list.
Right. Let's just hit a couple
So
big ones.
Baby bottle warmer. I need to understand why it needs to be warmed and how essential is the baby bottle warmer versus just the microwave.
All right.
Oh,
so
I know this.
So Greener, jump in, Greener.
Have you ever made yourself a cup of tea in the microwave?
I don't drink tea.
All right. Well, heating up anything in the microwave, it's not that it's volatile, but the temp can get really hot.
Yeah, and it's radiation.
Yeah, that too.
A microwave is.
I use the microwave every morning to make my oatmeal.
I think it just
Am I in trouble?
It can make things really hot.
It's more so on the material. You don't want to microwave those plastic bottles.
Oh, that too.
Would you get?
Are there glass baby bottles?
There are glass bottles.
Yeah,
there are. But a baby warmer is essential, I think, if you're going to be bottle feeding, which I would assume so because I would assume at some point Morgan would go back to work.
Yeah.
So I think
I can't breastfeed.
I would say necessary no,
Yeah.
and the warming because breast milk out of the woman is coming out at body temperature.
Right.
So if it's sitting in the fridge at refrigerator temperature,
okay,
the baby could enjoy it less. Sometimes temperature changes cause different things like spit up.
Okay.
It's just different. So trying to keep things constant for a newborn is
Cool.
Well, so you can kind of dial in that temperature a little bit.
yeah.
easier.
There's a lot of different ones. There's easy ones that
This
that
one's
you just,
this
you
one's
just
by
dump in
Philips.
some water and fill it, and it just steam heats it basically.
This one is by Philips. It's called
You
the
can crank
Philips
the temperature.
AVENT.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. You know exactly what it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So that I mean that was something that I was like, why can't we just use a microwave? But apparently there's a specific reason for it, and I like it. Now there's just so much clothing on here. And we're gonna skip over that. Wet wipes. Obviously, we need wet wipes. Should I get multiple brands in case there's like a skin reaction to one?
Well,
you know.
Yeah, that's a smart approach to it.
We tried multiple brands. We settled on the Pure ones by Pampers Pure, which is like 99% water. So they're basically just water wipes, and then there is a wipe called water wipes.
Okay.
So with some grapefruit or some hints of
something,
scent,
yeah,
just to give it a little something.
Citrus, would that be bad as a disinfectant?
That was my concern with citrus, and also citrus is just a harsher fruit, which causes reactions on faces. And different things like that. So
really.
We set on Pampers Pure. We went through a different kind, multiple wipes because of the reactions.
Okay.
Skin.
All right. Fair enough. Now, this is a big one, and we're probably going to do a separate review episode on this. Baby monitors, obviously essential.
Absolutely essential.
Now, there are basically two different categories, if I'm correct. There's like a Wi-Fi version, and there's like a radio frequency version.
Right, which is strictly the camera to monitor.
Okay, where the Wi-Fi one, you get more bells and whistles with that. But so you got to be connected to your Wi-Fi.
Yep.
What if your Wi-Fi goes out?
Yeah.
You're done.
You're done.
What if my mom or Morgan's mom or somebody comes over to babysit? They don't have the app downloaded.
Yeah, you need the app downloaded. You need the
Yikes.
passwords. You need...
Yikes.
It's a lot.
Can I add something to your baby list?
Yeah.
You need like a whiteboard or a full like set list for the person coming in to kind of take care of the little one.
Do you need that?
Right.
A whiteboard would be efficient. Obviously, there's text messaging nowadays.
I like the whiteboard,
but
though.
the whiteboard is
that's
nice.
Pretty cool.
It's
Grainer.
Blown up. It's right
Maybe
there.
Maybe even a chalkboard.
I was thinking maybe something. It could even be a generalized bulletin board where you could tack things on.
No, I like that idea.
Little QR code, maybe so they can go straight to the link of where to download said app.
Now you're asking grandparents to use QR codes.
Hey, it's a double tap on the camera feature of their iPhone. It's not that hard.
Well,
you could also put that on
some parents. You got to stop with "Where's the camera on my phone?"
Oh boy,
so we won't go there. But I do like that chalkboard idea. Hey, change it this time.
I like it as well.
What kind of stuff would you record, Bill? What like
feeding times, nap times, general nap length. When the baby last woke up.
I love it, Greener. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a product that would be worthwhile in your household since you like tech. There's a brand that does stuff where you can take a display like that or any old LCD display. It's called DAC board. And you can create a customized dashboard that is displayed as like a picture in your house where you can set up for, well, I'm remote. Let me just go ahead and change some stuff and move some things around. And it could
That's pretty slick. That's pretty slick.
But it gives them the ability to like say like, oh, this is what it is. And you can change it real time.
I like that.
Cool
Great
idea.
Great idea. I like that idea.
Just thinking about the household.
Yeah, we'll definitely revisit that.
Yeah.
So
let's keep with the baby list.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the stuff on here, there's a lot of, teethers. So
chewing, yeah.
Is that necessary off the rip?
I mean, a baby will want to chew on everything. I mean, once it starts, because it just has that sucking instinct. That's why pacifiers are big because all it wants to do is suck and eat, and then that gives them another source.
Right.
Okay.
Just of entertainment,
yeah,
maybe?
or
comfort,
calming. Yeah, calming.
I got you.
You know what my dad used to do? He used to dip his finger in whiskey and shove it in my mouth. That was a way to treat.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I think
it's
get rid of the teethers.
It's still I think a common practice.
Yeah.
The whiskey thing
for gums, I think more so for teething to kind of cool the
because that numbs a little bit, right?
Numb the pain.
Yeah,
not like
takes an edge off.
Not like
that's why I drink.
Not like you're dunking the whiskey down the baby's throat. Just a little bit on the gums.
Yeah, because it's such a small amount, right?
There may be some opposed to that, but it's
all right. Okay, cool.
like I've said
There's
earlier,
an opposition to everything,
it's up to you. It's your baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Under adult supervision. Yeah.
okay.
It's your baby.
Next big one on here, nail clippers, snipper clippers.
Baby ones apparently are really necessary. And
Why?
if you don't know, those things are like daggers. You ever get scratched by a baby? It's like knives on little fingers.
I don't think I have.
They are sharp.
Yeah.
They will scratch their faces.
But it's best to get their own size because they're a different precision and they're smaller.
Aaron woke up with a big scratch across his cheek this morning.
Really?
So
Oh yeah, they'll scratch themselves too.
his nails got clipped this morning.
I think Greener's been doing research on the back end. He knows more than I do today.
Yeah, right.
Okay, obviously thermometer. Yeah, it's a great thing to have.
What grade thermometer?
Well,
do you go with
rectal is preferred.
Is that
for you or for the baby?
For the baby.
Really? Because we got a forehead one.
Your pediatrician will recommend using rectal, and if you take your baby to the ER for any reason, they will ask you if they can go the rectal route, as that's the
rectal route. Okay,
as that's the most preferred method and most accurate method for babies.
Or is that just a general?
From what I understand.
Or is that just like a general knowledge in your household? You just straight up.
We have
this
not
is how we're
done
doing the temperature.
One rectal temperature in our household.
Okay. Hey, I didn't know that. That's cool. Now, what about toys? Let's just do a general conversation about toys. Speaking of rectal thermometers, let's talk about toys here. Right. What kind of toys do you need early on?
They build up so fast. Just things to keep them entertained in their car seat. Mm-hmm. A mobile over their crib would be nice.
Okay.
Some things that they can just hold on to that you're okay with them putting in their mouth.
Now, what age does that kind of stuff start happening?
They want you to start using black and white because when a baby's born, it only sees black and white. It sees not just
modern medicine.
Modern medicine. It's a lot. Contrast is very important for a newborn.
Okay, so they just want to see different things,
and they can only see like when you're talking to your baby, you want to be like here,
really,
like right in their face. I know for those listening, like right in their face, like a foot or two away, because they don't have that depth perception right out of the womb.
Okay. And you said black and white, meaning
more so. I don't say more high contrast, not so much.
So they can see the difference of shapes.
High contrast pictures.
So early on, it's not so much about toys; it's about having visuals.
It's visuals, yeah.
More so. Don't you want to start challenging their dexterity, mental, brain capacity?
You want things you want them to grab center. You want them to hit center lines.
Yeah. Okay.
You want them to grab across their body. It's more so making them do things to stimulate their brain and stimulate their body.
Just try and find.
It's a lot of stimulating.
Finding center lines. That sounds like me when I'm on the golf course. Can't find a freaking center line. Missing putts left and right. Okay, so those things are pretty good. We've actually hit a lot of stuff on the list here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talked about this a little bit last time before we jump off here.
Mm-hmm.
The basics, car seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're leaving the hospital, you need car seat.
Like, what do I need before we go to the hospital? Absolutely 100% necessary.
Obviously,
Go bag.
Your bag, Morgan's bag, which is a different topic.
We'll talk about that.
But you can baby clothes, take your own diapers if you want. Obviously, they provide diapers. They provide everything you need to change the baby.
Okay.
I would take some clothes. I would take your own swaddle if you plan on swaddling the baby.
Are you talking one of those sling things?
Yeah, one of the baby jail type things. You straight
jacket
jacket them.
The baby jail was the gates.
Yeah, right. No, you straight jacket them.
The straight jacket.
Swaddle's like a baby burrito.
Yeah, there's obviously
baby burrito.
Yeah, there's multiple kinds of those too, which you can dive into. But I would take a swaddle because we didn't take one for our first kid.
Okay.
Clothes, swaddle. They have diapers. They have wipes. Snacks for yourself.
I like that.
I mean, you leave with a car seat, you leave with a baby, and you leave, and then you go home.
Okay.
You don't need much at the hospital.
Okay. Rough
for the baby.
Timeline?
Pacifiers.
How many days?
It depends on
obviously, but
they'd like to get you out of there after 48 hours, I think.
About 2 days.
Yeah. We were there 2 nights for Lila, 1 night for Aaron.
Just to make sure that everything's stable.
Just to make sure the baby's eating, mom's stable, but baby's color's okay.
Yeah.
Baby's passes hearing tests, all different types of stuff before they discharge you.
Okay. So quick list, and then we'll be done here. Car seat, because you got to get them home. Swaddle
to sleep at the hospital.
What about when they get home? We do have a bassinet That good?
That's perfect.
Okay. So we got a bassinet. Stroller. How necessary is that early on?
I would say pretty necessary.
It's a bassinet stroller, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's great for, depending on season. I mean, obviously we're in Cleveland, so BabyBjorn in October.
Would be great.
It could be 70. It could be 15 in October here.
Okay. I said AC maybe for the stroller. We need heater too.
Blankets.
Blankets will do it just as well.
So we got that. Anything else like absolutely nice? I mean, you don't need like a high chair off the rip or anything like that.
The baby's not needing a high chair until it can sit up by itself.
Yeah. Okay.
For more than 2 or 3 seconds.
So we're covering the travel home. We're covering sleeping when they get home, travel around here. Yeah, and then obviously bottles.
Yeah, bottles
for eating and drinking. Diapers.
Yeah.
I think those are the basics.
It's really all you need that first week.
Okay.
And we'll build just a real quick, easy rundown.
And then a couple bottles of whiskey to get me through the day.
Right.
That'll do it.
All right, cool. So let's finish up here. What do you guys think of the Angel's Envy?
I'm a fan. It's an easy sipper. I like anything underneath 95 proof.
It's okay. A little low for
a little low for you.
It's okay. And the finish isn't my favorite.
Okay. All right. So that'll do it for us today. Thank you all for listening in. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, bottles.n.bottles. And we also have a YouTube channel. Would love to see you on there. Subscribe. You can see our faces. Eventually, we're going to do product reviews and things like that.
Maybe some comments to interact with some people would be great. Just say, hey, introduce yourselves. We are very fortunate for anybody who's able to jump on with us at this point or any 100%. Point. Would love to at least put a user profile to the personality of everyone that's out there.
Right. Absolutely. And so next episode is going to be a little bit different. We're talking strictly whiskey in the next episode. We want to give a little bit more background information on this stuff. So we will dig into that next time. So thanks again for joining us. And as always, bottles up.